Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with us on PS Best Friends. This is episode 40 for the week of February 20th, 2018. As always, we are the PlayStation podcast by the community, for the community. We come to you each and every Tuesday to give you the rundown on all the latest PlayStation news you could possibly need. This week we'll be recapping some VR news. Another U.S. senator is targeting the loot box crisis, and Ubisoft has some updates for For Honor and Assassin's Creed Origins. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe, give us a 5-star rating on your podcast app of choice. Help us give you a better podcast. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Of course, we couldn't give you all the weekly goods without Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
5-star.
And the Brooklyn bad boy himself, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
I'm a 5-star man.
Are you?
Yeah. Shout out to Always Sunny fans out there.
Oh, Christ. How you guys doing this week? What we been playing?
Oh, my God. My headset right now is just off the hook with beeping noises. But yeah. Continuing off of last week, talking about Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, I finished Chapter 2, and I'm like, all right, am I going to keep paying these per episode? Am I going to go full hog in? But then I'm like, let me hit on my friend. Shout out Jack Tersey. I think he's listening. Let me ask him if I could borrow Final Fantasy 15 again. And I did, and I've been playing that a little. And I'm enjoying it. I wish it's kind of a catch-22 situation where if the beginning wasn't so boring and I didn't like it that much, I wouldn't have dropped it and then picked it up now. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Whatever.
No, I was gonna ask
yeah.
Well, so your problem is that you don't remember all the
yeah.
You just don't want to relearn everything,
but you don't want to replay the intro anyways.
Yes, I don't want to redo that.
But you are enjoying it though.
Yeah, I'm asking Anthony all the simple things that I know the game probably explained 100 times.
Yeah, I'm Sherpaing him through the opening of the game.
How the fuck did I use magic? Oh, Elemency. That's what it was called. But no, it's fun. I jumped actually literally. So I was playing GTA 5, and then he came over and gave me the disc, and I jumped right into it. And then I'm like, why does this game look so beautiful? And I guess it's because GTA 5 is of course an older game. But yeah, the world in Final Fantasy 15 is just such a treat to the eyes, you know.
I love the way that the what's the word? The topography of it is.
Yeah.
Like the mountains, and then there's the giant structure, the stone structures in the sky, and then there's just a lot. I love the way the game looks.
Yeah, the way it blends industrial
so
and fantastical is really
and the music too. You said you like the score as well.
Yes, the music's really cool.
Vals di Fantastica is my favorite track from any Final Fantasy game. So when you're out in the wild.
I like when Prompto sings the old school song after every battle.
Oh, you do like that?
Yeah, it's cute.
See,
I feel like it could get boring.
Most people cringe at that, so the fact that you like that actually makes me less worried that you're gonna get mad at the game later on.
It's because it exists in this different world that I guess a realer world that they play video games and they make references to things. I really like that.
Well, because in Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, wasn't either Cloud or what's her name, Tifa, they had the victory theme as their ringtone. And it's I think it was Tifa. She beat down a bunch of guys in the church where Aerith used to go, and then the victory theme played, and you're like, wait, what? And then it's oh shit, it's her phone.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, cool. Like a gotcha moment.
Yeah, so they do a lot of that, and I don't know if it was Nomura or who, but they do a lot of cheeky stuff like that in Final Fantasy. But I'm glad you're enjoying it though.
Yeah, loving it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any DLC or anything like that, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Beat the game first, and then see where you're at.
Yeah, of course. We'll see. Yeah, see if I can get there.
Where are you with the mobile one?
So I put that down. I pretty much got up to the same part I was at on the console version on the mobile one. So story-wise, I'm still all on board. I'm following what's going on. I think the mobile version helped that. If you do want to get back into Final Fantasy 15, and for some reason you're in the same situation as me, go download the free first chapter just to get a quick primer. It really is just a easier version, like I was saying last time, a really easier version to consume the game.
The thing I love about Final Fantasy 15 is that the lore in that specific world is just so deep, and it's one of those things where I played the demo. I think it was the Platinum demo, a year before the game came out.
Disgaea or whatever.
No, just Episode Disgaea is just Chapter 8, I think.
Interesting.
But just but without the context of the game. But yeah, the Platinum demo in out of context, when that first launched, everyone was like, this is not a good demo. Like, what is this? If you beat the game and then go back and play the Platinum demo, there's a lot of important story stuff in it.
Is it the Platinum demo the one where you're in like his old childish room or something and everything's big?
Yeah, you play as young Noctis.
Yeah, that was so weird. I played that also.
So if you go back and play it after you beat the game, there's a lot more story context to it. It's actually really cool. So, but that's cool.
On a fever dream, or didn't you like drive around in a little cart or something?
There was a room where it was like almost like Toy Story, where everything was
there.
Like,
you go. Okay.
You were tiny. So
I'm like, was that Final Fantasy? That's funny.
So Miguel, what have you been playing?
I got from GameFly South Park. Which one is it?
The Fractured Butthole, the
that
latest
one. Yeah, the latest one. I played like an hour or two, and I like it. The combat is simple and everything, but I don't know where to go next.
Really?
Like, I gotta go to the menu, like, at
R1 or L1, it just pops up and it shows you your objectives and like what house you need to go to.
See, I wasn't paying too much attention on all that stuff, so probably that's why I'm messing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because I started playing and I was doing something else on the phone, and the little pop-outs were coming out, and I just pressed the next. And then after a while, Carmen comes up and he's like, "Oh, go do something," and I'm like, "So how do I do that?"
Yeah. He's pretty much reminding you to check like your quest screen.
Yeah.
Where it's funny that he would jump in if you're just walking the wrong way. But yeah, pretty sure just hit start, or I think it's like R1 or L1 and it pops up the thing, and
that's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, it'll make it much easier.
But I like it so far. The humor's kind of my humor, so I'm alright with it.
So now here's the thing. Here's an issue that I definitely would think people would have. I've been watching all the South Parks recently. Pretty much like I've seen like every episode. It's like season 8 on. I think I missed some of the early ones. So I'm getting all the newer references as well as some of the older ones. But I think the game is mostly newer references. Are you picking up on those? Do you currently watch South Park?
I don't watch South Park.
You don't?
I didn't watch it when I was younger. I watched once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you just
and
like
I thought it was funny.
Humor,
yeah, I just appreciate it, but it wasn't just, I don't know, it wasn't for me, I guess, when I was growing up.
Yeah, there are definitely going to be moments that make no sense to you that like, what is the background? But like there was an episode a couple of years ago that like set that joke up essentially.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm interested if you'll laugh at those because I guess they're still inherently funny.
Yeah. So you've been playing anything else or mostly South Park?
Fortnite, you know the usual.
Same old.
I haven't played that
a
much
lot
this
of
week.
Fortnite.
I've been watching a lot of
days.
movies. So. Usually
Yeah, didn't
one
you watch
movie,
Interstellar
like
twice in 2 days?
Yeah. Dude, it's a great movie, Interstellar.
I'll get to it. I actually pulled it out of the cabinet with all my Blu-rays, so that'll like keep it more in my like mind's eye. So I'll get to it. But yeah, I've been playing a real lot of Fortnite as well lately.
You can't even see. Fucking Blade Runner, I watched it yesterday.
Yeah, Miguel is holding up his
Actually, it was
Gamefly
confusing,
Blade
dude.
Runner.
I didn't get parts of it.
Well, you got to watch the first one first.
Yeah.
That's why.
I think quote on last week's episode, he said, "Fuck the first one, I'm just gonna jump into the second one."
Yeah, I just jumped in blind and I didn't get it.
Oh boy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. Like I said last week, I beat Valhalla, so I'm close to the platinum. I've done all the things throughout a playthrough that you need to do to get the remaining trophies. I just need to actually finish the second playthrough. But I'm just like clicking through it now. I'm not even reading anything. I'm just doing the drinks and then clicking through it to get the platinum. And there was something else I was playing. I can never fucking remember what I play. But yeah, I've actually been playing a real lot of Fortnite. Tay started playing Fortnite with me, and she seems to like it. She's getting the hang of it pretty quick. I'm really proud of her. So yeah, that's that's what I've been playing. I got Tales of Berseria off of GameFly. I like it a lot. It's very reminiscent of like a PS2 era JRPG, almost like Arc the Lad, like those type of like the PS2 version of Arc the Lad.
Is that the most recent Tales of game?
Yes.
I know
this is my first Tales game as well. I never played Zestiria or Symphonia. Wasn't there another one?
I think Symphonia is like the best one, right? Like on GameCube. Like that's like the most loved. I don't know.
But I really like it. I like how the idea of the game is that you are the bad guy. Like you're just someone hell-bent on revenge, and you don't care about like there's something that happens in the first hour or so of the game where like a good person does something that might not, it was like for the greater good, but your character is like, no, fuck that, I don't care, that like if it was for the greater good or not, I'm gonna fuck you up. So like the whole game is just, it's like a revenge tale where you play as this girl Velvet, and she's basically turning into a monster. because of what happens, and it's really interesting, really cool. It's super anime though, which like can be a turnoff to people that aren't into that type of thing, but I'm digging it so far.
Word.
But it is not time to play Tales of Berseria.
It is time for the Islander Report.
There'll be some news.
We have 8 items on the list.
A captain's count.
First up, the PlayStation VR is getting a limited price drop for a few days. As detailed on the PlayStation blog, the standalone headset will cost $200 from February 18th to March 3rd. I don't know what's special about this week that they're doing it. I guess President's Day, but, you know, get your VR in February. And the Doom VR FR bundle, which comes with a copy of Doom, the PlayStation camera, and the headset, is $300. We were doing some pre-game research on this. If you were to buy the $200 headset during the February 18th to the March 3rd, and buy a camera for $60, and then buy the Doom game for $30, it comes out to $290, which is less than $300. We assume that it's because that's not going to be a limited price, the $300, but the $200 for the standalone is limited. So just make sure you're aware of that. And then the bundle where you do save money, the Skyrim VR bundle, is at $350, and that comes with the camera, game, 2 Move controllers, and the headset. The promotion will be available at participating U.S. retailers, so check your retailers for that. What do you guys think about that? That's pretty crazy, right? Huge price drop.
Skyrim bundle is very good. The main unit price drop of $200, it makes sense because you still got to buy all the other shit with it, like the camera, the wands, all that stuff. So that makes sense. That if it was like the bundle with the Move wands and the camera for $200, then it's like, oh, maybe we're in trouble. But it makes sense to me. That's a very good price.
Like, you know, our listeners are definitely crafty, and I feel like if you got the $200 scoop for the standalone, you could find some friends of yours have a camera he doesn't use or some Move controllers, you know? I think it's a good entry point that way.
If you get just the regular edition 200, you get the new Move controllers, which they're $100. That's $300. You get the camera, that's $60. That's $360. And you still need a game. If you're thinking of doing that, just get the Skyrim VR edition.
You're basically getting the game
saving
for
money. You're getting
free,
the game for
plus
free.
You're saving $10 on the accessories.
If you go in the route of going to like GameStop or something like that to get the Move controllers, they're $30 each, so it's $60. You're still saving like $30?
Yeah, pretty much.
It'll be like
Skyrim,
$330. So I mean, it's easier to get the bundle. If you don't have any of those items, it's just easier to get the bundle.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're really just not interested in Skyrim, that's definitely the bundle to go with.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's cool.
Plus, you should have hopefully already had some Plus games banked.
Question for you guys.
You got Rush of Blood, Riggs, Stardew.
Do you guys think it's gonna keep selling PSVR?
I think so. I don't know about how much growth it'll have, but I think it's definitely going to keep selling.
Is it worth it, knowing what we're getting and what we're going to end up getting in the next year or so?
I mean, there's still a lot of games in the pipeline, so I think so. I'm interested to see what Bethesda has lined up for VR going into the future, because a lot of their games are just old games that they're turning into VR games.
Because it seems to me that like PlayStation is trying to push their own games, first-party games, but they're not good. They're okay. Like Impatient just came out, and it's just
they've been hit or miss, definitely.
Yeah, I'm worried on.
And I'm worried about the Bravo game.
Fire Team Bravo.
I really want it to be good.
Blood and Truth
Fire Team Bravo is SOCOM. That's what I was thinking.
I'm not trying to be too negative. But
Firewall Zero Hour. That's the game that's gonna make it or break it. I think. If that game is great, I think it's gonna move units.
I hope.
I think VR is a little different in that way, actually, where there's no real make or break game. It's kind of always
I meant in the
be
sense
there,
that I think that can be the game that will sell units. I don't think that's bad. It'll hurt it.
We need a game that could sell units, and that might be the one.
I think there are good quality games up until E3 right now. I mean, even probably some dates like TBD dates, but I
just think we need to get some third-party support.
E3, I think we'll get to see some more. If we don't see any more at E3, I don't know. That's such a crazy
They
thing.
said there's like 100 and something, like 160.
PlayStation, PlayStation conferences in terms of more VR games.
From PlayStation.
Yeah, or even just like third party, but they're promoting it heavily. You know, like I would still consider that like their effort. You know,
Okay. Interesting.
but it's cool. You know, let's just attach this other VR news. Where is it? I just saw it. Rick and Morty virtual reality for the PlayStation VR is coming to digital and retail on April 10th, 2018. There's a
That's a game that you wanted to play, right?
I already played it. Billy has it on Vive. And,
on Vive. Okay.
It's kind of a one-shot play, you know, like
Kind of like a
2
Accounting
hours.
Plus.
It's a little more in depth than Accounting Plus. I think it's double the length. Still, that's not really much. It's like 3 hours.
What's the price point on it? Do you know?
So it
I
is
know
$20
the collector's edition's
or
like
30
40,
for
right?
the regular, but then the collector's edition is 50, and that comes with Funko Pop, of course, and a funny two-sided
Funko Pop?
poster of like Rick and Morty, but it's like a parody of a Last of Us poster, and I'm not sure what the other one is. But yeah, that's cool.
Is it worth
I'll
it?
I'll wait for a price
In your
drop on
opinion?
it.
Because
Is
you
it
already
worth
played it.
it?
Or would you rather just have people play
so
Accounting Plus?
It's made by the Job Simulator guys, and it's cool. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot more interacting. Like, you know, pick up your plumbus and pick up your portal guns and like do all these Rick and Morty things. So like if you like the Rick and Morty humor, you'll like Accounting Plus. If you only like Rick and Morty for like the characters in the world, then of course this would be way better than Accounting Plus. But yeah. Next up, U.S. Senator Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire has issued a letter to the ESA outlining her concerns with microtransactions, specifically with regards to loot boxes in video games. Senator Hassan specifically refers to games allowing, quote, in-game purchases for surprise warnings, which are targeted to and used by children who may be, quote, particularly susceptible to being addicted to them. Senator Hassan also mentioned the recent World Health Organization update, which added quote unquote gaming disorder as a diagnosable disorder as a reason for concern. Lawmakers in Hawaii have proposed a series of bills that target the sale of loot boxes in video games. So yeah, to go more into the the Hawaii one, that is pretty much any game. They're trying to get a bill passed. I think they're already writing up legislation that if a game
they're proposed 4 of them already.
They're already proposing them.
Yeah.
That if a game has loot boxes at all, if it's Madden, if it's Mario, if it's anything, Call of Duty, it has to have a 21 only could sell to 21 or older person.
Yep, that's one of them.
That's fucked up. That's crazy.
I think that makes a lot of sense, you know, because it's not really about the because now we're talking, if we're considering loot boxes gambling, which I know is up for debate, but if we are, it doesn't really matter about the content of the game, you know, because you have slot machines in Vegas and stuff having just like pirate theme or something, and you still have to be 21 to play that game, you know, if you're calling that a game, a slot machine. So I totally see just a whole, if it has gambling in it, over 21. I understand that approach entirely. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think this is good?
I just don't want the government involved. That's the problem. Is the ESRB should have taken care of this when they had the chance, and now it sounds like it's starting to get out of their hands.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
I mean,
the senator sent it to the ESRB, not the ESA.
Yeah, it's they're sending it over there, so they're trying to work together. It's not they're not stepping in yet. But eventually,
I think that's a little crazy that like someone under 21 can't buy Madden or FIFA because there's Ultimate Team packs. Like that's like a little scary from a
yeah.
It's scary
standpoint.
for the publishers and the developers, dude.
Well, yeah, that's
mainly for publishers. They need to figure out a way to change this.
I agree with you, Anthony. It'd be weird if a 12-year-old can't buy Madden. But I think it's a strong sign and strong signal and hit to the publishers that are saying like, "Yo, can you stop marketing these loot boxes to kids?"
Wait. Who usually buys the game for the kid? The kid's not gonna go in the store and buy the game.
What about a 16-year-old kid that actually does have a job? I mean, he's making $20 a week, whatever, but he's still
true.
saves
Yeah,
money.
imagine just a genuine 21.
You can get someone else to go get it, dude.
I had a job when I was 18.
There's still a way to go get the game.
But it's the principle.
Like this is not gonna stop kids getting the game.
Yeah, I know, but it's the
you
principle.
think differently on that, because what you think the M rating doesn't work? M rating, I don't think.
It doesn't work
a lot of the time. But I think some of the time, though, when the kids go to the store, I've seen this. Like when the kids go to the store with the parents, the employee would like start telling the parents what it is, and then the parents would get pissed off at the kids. Like, wait a minute, you can't get this game. I'm not gonna get you this game, and then there'd be a whole.
That's once in a blue moon.
My dad had to buy my brother 2 copies of GTA Vice City because my mom took the first one away from him.
Nice,
because he was like 9 when we bought it.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. Even if they do put the
I was playing
plus
GTA when I was like 10.
Yeah, I think it's just it would be another obstacle though, and that publishers wouldn't want. So if it's going
It
to send a
definitely would hurt
message,
sales in some way, I think.
If there's a way to regulate of how would you even do?
maybe
How
some
do you
opt-in game thing? I don't know, because then if you
no?
could choose,
Because
if
you
you
gotta
want
figure out. Because the problem is not buying the game. The problem is buying the loot boxes when you have the game.
Yeah.
You gotta regulate that, not people buying the game at the beginning.
I mean, how are you going to regulate that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you? Are there gonna? Do you need a camera now, like, to verify that you're a kid or not?
Yeah. I mean, it's not even
Or
a kid
show
thing.
your ID or something to the
It's
camera.
not. It's not even only kids though. A 30-year-old dude could fucking
Oh,
have
yeah.
issues with loot boxes stuff, and spend all of his family's money or something trying to get a Tom Brady. I don't know how that works.
A
But,
Tom Brady special edition card, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Team of the year.
I don't know. We'll see if this has any impact on publishers.
I doubt this would be
probably
anytime
would.
soon.
Oh
Yeah.
no, this is.
We'll keep an eye.
They're
on
gonna figure out a way, dude.
Yeah.
to
I
fix
mean,
all
look in
this.
history.
Yeah, like I said, the
remember when-
ESRB just needs to nip this in the bud before it gets worse.
Yeah. Next up, Dragon Ball FighterZ released a little over 3 weeks ago and quickly became the most played fighting game in Steam's history, with 44.3 thousand active players at launch. Since then, however, the player base has quickly plummeted, dropping by 80%. And side note, Broly, legendary Super Saiyan Broly and Bardock, Goku's father, are coming for a DLC as for the first two characters in the Fighter Pass. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, not cool. Interesting to note.
Why
The
do you
player
guys
base
think-
drop makes sense. I mean,
Because
44. There's no way 44K is sustainable. There's no way even 10,000 is sustainable, probably. So
Yeah,
It
I
makes
think it was
sense.
a huge drop because it was a casual fighter.
Is it though?
and then the casuals fell off, and now it's all the hardcore people playing.
Yeah, I mean because I think
True,
its success was based on the casual because it was such a. And that's not like
Yeah.
I mean, it's so
to say
well because
anything
of the
bad
name.
about the game. That's like the game's awesome. Like for being.
Well, that's his point, Miguel. Is that it's a casual game
Okay,
because
that's
Dragon
what I'm
Ball
getting
Z.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
People
think
wanted to
that's-
play the story mainly, probably, and
Exactly.
they played it, and that was it.
I don't think this
They
is a
tried a
sign
couple
of,
matches, and they were like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is all the casuals dropped off, or the people that want to play for the story dropped off, and now it's just the hardcore people playing online.
Word.
Next.
Next up, a number of the staff from developer Hangar 13 has now been laid off after Mafia 3. 2K confirmed the layoffs to IGN in a statement below. 2K can confirm there have been staff reductions at Hangar 3 in order to ensure that the studio's resources are properly aligned with its long-term development plans. These reductions will not influence 2K's ability to create and deliver its product that are currently in development. We never take these matters lightly and are working with the affected employees to support them and explore potential opportunities throughout our organization. Kotaku reports it was a large portion, quote-unquote, of the studio's staff let go, but the publisher has not commented on how many employees were affected. Yeah, it's probably...
It sucks, because
Yeah.
I really wanted the game to be good. And then it came out with all these problems. Graphically, it didn't look that well.
Didn't it
And
like?
it is-
Wasn't like the day-night cycle all fucked up?
Yeah,
Where
it was
like, the
all
sun would
messed
start
up,
coming up,
dude.
and then it would
When
freak
the
out.
sunrise was like really bright, you couldn't see anything.
So,
And
it's a bummer. Hopefully these all these.
but the
people can
story
get
is
jobs
amazing,
within
dude.
2K.
I didn't finish it because of the game. It took. There
Yeah,
was
the-
no fast, no
the end
fast
of the
travel,
gameplay,
which-
like hook, was just like repeating shit. But
oh yeah,
yeah, I mean, I think
Which
it
is
was
annoying.
it was low sales, and I mean, we could look into this even more and say like, oh, 2K's doing more of their recurring player buying our shit or something, whatever they call it.
Whatever. they're called.
But I could that
Their
Mafia
version of
3
Games
didn't
as
have
Service.
any, of course. But yeah, hopefully those developers land on their feet. Next up,
hopefully.
Kingdom Come Deliverance has finally released this week for both PC and consoles and has managed to sell around 500,000 copies already. It has already sold over 100,000 copies at retail and 300,000 copies on Steam. Kingdom Come Deliverance is also the top-selling game
Yeah.
on Steam right now, and I don't know if any of those include Kickstarter people, because this game was, of course, Kickstarter
Yeah,
as
like
well.
the people that got a copy for backing it. So that's probably because 100,000 plus 300,000 don't add up to 500,000. So sure, there's some of that in there. That's cool. This game seems very divisive. Some people seem to really, really love the fact that it's like realistic medieval. Some other people are like, it's boring. So
Yeah, Anthony said.
Because
Yeah,
it's realistic then. Probably that's why, right? Because it's boring. They were expecting something more like Skyrim.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some people just had the wrong idea of it, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty much if you haven't heard of this game, but you're hearing a lot of things. It's pretty much Skyrim, but without the magic, the dragons. Like it's based on like actual medieval times and like.
Isn't it based on 1400s Bohemia?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
For Honor.
I'm glad that it's doing all right, though. I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say this. I think it's cool seeing like the like resurgence, kind of, not really, but some signs of it, of like the AA game. You know, the game that would just be on shelf and it wouldn't be either AAA game or shitty like Just Dance, like not just like shitty, but like
Although interestingly
like the Bratz
enough,
games, I remember.
this in comparison, the other AA game, quote unquote, that we got recently was Hellblade, and that was digital only. So it's interesting seeing the different types of games of that, like developer size and all that stuff.
Now this had Deep Silver publishing it, right? I'm pretty sure.
Sounds right.
Did I'm blanking. Did Hellblade have a publisher? Or was it just?
I think it was just Sony. I think it was Sony. Ninja Theory developed it, and I think Sony published it.
Interesting.
I don't know if Sony published it. I don't know.
I don't remember who published it.
Because it
either.
came to PC.
Go on to the next
so
one. I'll
no,
look it
Sony
up.
published it. For Honor has hit another milestone, having amassed a player base of 7.5 million, with 1 million unique players every month. The success.
I'm gonna stop you here. I don't know how they got to a million. Like really?
1 million players
Because I
every
heard
month.
it's just like it seemed like after a while the game just people start playing.
Anthony coming in. What?
Just to go back, Ninja Theory developed and published Hellblade.
You
Oh,
see, that's
nice,
interesting.
okay.
Yeah. Yes, that's a more unique situation. But
For Honor
For
is pulling
Honor-
people in because it's just a fun game loop. You know what I mean? It's you play a match, you fight a bunch of people, and then
it does have. You see, this next line even makes more sense now from what I was about to say. The success of Ubisoft's service games, of which For Honor is one, has helped Ubisoft's other titles too. Yeah, I think that's a key thing of having 1 million unique players every month. The fact that it is a service game, and I guess this kind of leads more credence to service games are have more player engagement, because if there's
I will say the thing with
new
For
event or
Honor
something,
is
people jump in.
the thing with For Honor is because I did a Let's Play for a video. I think that's next week we're putting, or this coming week. We're putting up on
For
YouTube.
Honor, yeah.
This
And I
Friday,
jumped into
actually.
For Honor for the first time, like for that video for the first time in months and months. And I was like, damn, this game is fun. I should play it more. And so it might be that that thing of like they do a free weekend every once in a while, and then people are like, let me try it out. And then like, oh shit, this game is actually really fun. And then they play it. So
Oh, true.
they're
the
very good at
free
growing that.
weekends. I didn't even think. You think that's considered into the million per
Maybe
month?
because
So unique
Rainbow
players, probably.
Six does it all the time, and it seems like.
but
it
that's how they
helps.
get people in, and then it's usually on sale during those free weekends, and then they get people to buy it. So
That's a little bit of a skewed number in that case if you're counting just players in the trial. But I don't know. That's
I
cool
wouldn't be
nonetheless.
surprised if they did sell a lot of copies during those.
Based on
free
that,
weekends,
that's
so,
true.
Yeah.
In more Ubisoft news, Ubisoft is quote-unquote concentrating at the moment on Assassin's Creed Origins rather than a new entry in the once annual franchise.
That's a good thing.
Guillermo, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah.
Guillermo.
Guillermo, yeah, whatever. Went into Eves, I'll call him. We're on a first name basis. Went into some depth about the success of Origins, explaining that it is, quote, is on track to almost double players' playtime versus prior Assassin's Creed titles, end quote. Ubisoft executive
That's
director
because the game is
Alan
twice as long.
Core called it the successful comeback of the Assassin's Creed franchise. The company clearly puts the Assassin's Creed down to puts the success of Assassin's Creed down to slowing down production on the whole series.
So hold on. I just want to point out, doubling playtime, like no shit, you turned it into an RPG that's 2.5 times the size of the last Assassin's Creed. Obviously, people are going to play it longer.
Yeah, and of course, it's a service game as well, so there's all these like events and stuff that happen that grab people back in. But now, my take is don't look too much into this. Like, why would Ubisoft say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna stop supporting," like in February? Yeah, we're gonna stop supporting Origins real soon once we announce the new one. Like, why would they say that?
Yeah, they're just doing free single player events,
I
and
mean,
they're doing.
do you guys think
DLC.
they're gonna drop another?
You see, now that's a
one
great
this year?
question. That's a great question.
Because
Will
I
there
don't
be-
think so. I think they're
I
gonna
don't
take
think so.
the year off.
They're either going to do
gonna
Watch
do it.
Dogs 3 this year, or they're going to do because they are working on a new IP, I think.
Yeah, they
think-
might drop this
So.
year.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
Skull and Bones is this year too, so maybe that might be the big one they push.
I don't think that's. Gonna
I could
be
see
that
Skull and
big.
Bones getting delayed to like next March.
Nah,
Just
I
for
could
some
see like October, but that is a PvP game, kind of like For Honor, so we'll see. But I don't think Assassin's Creed. I think it's either Watch Dogs 3 or something unannounced. Or what if
And
they
then,
do like a not Ghost Recon, what's the other one that Ubisoft did? Splinter Cell? They did
Yeah,
Splinter
they did.
Cell, right? What if they do a Splinter Cell this year? That'd be dope.
That would be amazing.
I mean, I could see them announcing one, but I don't think they would be able to release one this year.
Unless
don't
they've been
think so?
working on it for a long time.
What, they announced it in E3 and they pull a Fallout 4? I don't think they got the balls. Especially Ubisoft.
Unless they
delaying games
announce
like-
it at E3 and then release it in like February. I could see that.
But
We'll
still,
see.
I mean, you
I'd
remember when
say
they
the-
released
the smart money's probably on Watch
I
Dogs.
mean,
announced
doesn't
Far
it,
Cry
it
5?
could release in December, man, and it still will sell.
I don't know, because
Who
look
knows?
at how they had to recover when they did Rainbow Six in December. I think the smart money's on Watch Dogs 3 this year.
Yeah, but on Rainbow Six, people didn't knew what the game was about.
That's what I'm saying, is releasing
There was
in
a lot
December
of-
just was not.
But you would know what the game is, because there's a difference there. On Siege when they announced Siege. First of all, they didn't say
Rainbow
anything
Six
about
is
it
a
was just gonna be
franchise.
multiplayer until later.
Well, time out.
Yeah, I
Actually,
guess.
Billy reminded me this week. Do you guys throwback Sunday? Siege was originally a game called the Rainbow Six Patriots.
Patriots, yeah.
Remember that? I was
Yeah, I
watching
remember
it.
that.
Wow.
The gameplay.
I like- I
really
And they
forgot
fun.
and
about
they
that.
showed some gameplay on it too.
I wish
So
they
a demo or
released that.
a technical demo and one of the E3s. I remember.
You
what
remember
one.
Rogue Spear back in the day?
No, I don't. But no, yeah, Patriots was
Yeah,
like
you were probably an
supposed
MBO.
to be like American terrorism and shit, right?
Yeah,
That would.
but the game wasn't working out.
I mean,
So they
I think
changed
it
it.
was. I think the.
So they probably took the engine and reworked it into Siege.
Yeah, pretty much what's happened. And a quick question: do you guys want to talk about it, or should we move on the news this week of Ubisoft kind of moving towards live services, like kind of clearly showing a slide at their thing where it's like, oh,
I kind of
mean,
feel like
if
we've
it-
talked about that enough in the past.
If it's working for them, I mean, we could see it already with the games that they're coming out with.
Why don't
So,
we
I mean,
wait until their E3 conference, and then we'll circle back to that idea
guess,
of
yeah.
how their lineup at E3 looks compared to them talking about that. Why don't we do
yeah,
that?
that'd be an interesting question. Do you think they will even like bring up mention a strategy at E3 or just talk all games? Like, would
I think they're
each
going to
come
talk
out-
all games, but I want to see if they do it without. I want to see if their whole presentation is about games as a service without saying it. That's what I want
Yeah,
to see.
true.
See how
But you
smart
know-
their strategy actually is.
None of those games are coming out now, but where you could find the games that are coming out now this week specifically is on the list of PlayStation games coming to every possible PlayStation platform as read by your best friends for the week of February 20th.
What's
I
the
thought
first
so-
one, bro?
I thought someone was going to give me a little jingle, but we're jumping into Abu Kashem PS4 digital out 2/23, Apex Construct PSVR digital. This was at something, right? This was at like a pre-show, if I recall.
Yeah, the
Maybe it was at
PSX pre-show.
It's a first-person action game exclusively for VR. Armored Warfare PS4 digital.
A
free
repo
title.
Free
of
now.
What's the other?
World of
Tank.
Tanks. Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
that one.
The logo is literally World of Tanks, and on the thumbnail or whatever on the blog, it says "Play free now." So it's yikes.
It's just modern tanks.
I guess.
Oh,
it has
Vita
a camo.
alert,
and it looks
Vita
like it's a
alert,
ripoff of
Vita
Battlefield
alert.
4 also.
Look at this next one. This next
True.
one's a Vita game.
Deadbolt PS4, PS Vita digital. Deadbolt is an extremely challenging stealth action hybrid that allows you to take control of the Reaper to quell the recent undead uprising. And it has like an 8-bit style. That's very cool. Or like 16-bit style.
I'm interested.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Who said PS Vita wouldn't have games in 2018? Defender's Quest Valley of the Forgotten DX Edition PS4 digital. Conrad the Kitten PSVR digital out 2/23.
God, I need this.
Immerse yourself in the virtual world of Conrad the Kitten and experience the first virtual cat that feels like a real one. And the picture is a dude holding a cat on a beach.
Hey, kitten. It's not
Oh,
a
this
cat, bro.
this is a joke. This is a joke, guys. I'm sorry, but pause
What?
the episode and go to the blog and scroll down to Little Adventure on the Prairie, a PS4, PS Vita game out digital.
Is this
2022.
real? No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Venture-
This looks worse than Life of Black Tiger.
You really got to see this, guys. For a quick description, it's a little anime drawing of a dude in a grass field with a brick wall behind him, and the text in like straight up font, Little Adventure on the Prairie, and hold up, here's the kicker, it's squished. So imagine
So this
it was
is a
full
this is a
widescreen
3DS
picture.
game from last year apparently.
Is it? Oh my god. This is just the wackest. I'm sorry. But and right after.
And the big one.
Yeah, the big one. Yeah, Metal Gear Survive PS4 digital retail. Metal Gear Survive builds upon Metal Gear 5's enduring stealth action gameplay while introducing the new elements of exploration and survival to create a bold new experience. Let's see.
I'm sorry. I've played iOS games that look better than Little Adventure on the Prairie. This game looks so bad. I'm sorry, like if I'm offending the developer. This game looks like unadulterated garbage.
If you couldn't make a better thumbnail, I'm sorry, but
dude, it's bad. So getting back to Metal Gear Survive, of course I'm going to comment on it. Played the beta, did not really love it. I am going to rent Metal Gear Survive at some point this month or next month on GameFly just to check it out, but my expectations are pretty low. So we'll see where it goes. Are you guys going to try Survive or not?
Rented, of course.
No.
But my interest kind of stops there after the rental.
Yeah.
I'm interested in sales-wise because then we'll see how much the Metal Gear name sells. And honestly, I forgot who was talking about it on some podcast I was listening to, but it's such a whack thing. But if they do release a port of the collection, all the old games on PS4, and like I know it's fuck Konami and all, but like I might buy that, you know?
Well, I would buy it because those are still Kojima's games. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because the re-release money doesn't go to him anyways, probably. Like on the HD collections for PS3 and 360, it's not like he got money from the HD collections. So yeah. I would probably play those games just because they are still Kojima games. And I mean, what did the Legacy collection on PS3 have? It had one as a digital download, right? For like as a classic,
as a PS1 classic, and then the 2, 3 Peace Walker
2, 3
HD
and Peace Walker HDs, and then the regular PS3 version of
4
Guns of the Patriots. So you would think if they were gonna do a new collection, they would have to make like a PS4 version of the like how they did Final Fantasy VII on PS4 of Metal Gear Solid 1, which would be awesome if it meant we got trophies from Metal Gear Solid 1. That'd be great. And then it would bundle in probably the definitive collection of Phantom Pain, and then 2, 3, and Peace Walker as well. So I would buy it. I'm not going to lie. But Survive, not as much.
I mean, because like it is what it is, you know, the situation. But if I guess looking on the bright side, if they do this port or whatever, or any type of remake, I guess buying it would say like, all right, you guys still own it, so like hey Konami, you guys still own these properties, but like, can you make it games? And like, look, I'll pay you for the games. So I guess that's a good sign, and then maybe they'll come back to games. But who knows?
We'll see.
Next up, Past Cure PS4 digital retail out 223.
I'm gonna stop you here.
Hit me.
I'm interested in this game.
What is it?
Why?
It's a third-person stealth action game.
It looks like Russian Hitman.
What have you heard about?
I don't know. It's I haven't. It's like Hellblade. I didn't hear too much about it. I just saw the gameplay and it intrigued me. It's like a story-based.
You've seen gameplay of this though.
Stealth game. It's just, it looks interesting. I just saw the trailer for it, and I'm intrigued.
Oh, it is a $30 game as well.
Yeah, it's a $30 game, and I'm probably gonna end up getting it and playing it.
And made by Phantom 8
18
Studios, which are indie guys. Looks like the first game, to be honest.
It got me, dude. I don't know.
Huh. Phantom 8 is a small 8-man dev team from Berlin working on their first game. Interesting.
This game actually does look kind of interesting.
If you want to support small games like that.
Yeah, if you get it, let me know how it is. It looks interesting.
I'm probably going to get it, and I'll let you guys know next week. Looks interesting.
Next up, Premium Pool Arena, PS4 digital.
Another pool game.
Pool game. Rad Rogers, PS4 digital retail, out 221. Restless Spirit, PSVR digital, out 223.
Japanese, I assume?
Yeah, that's just, I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's kanji or what that is, but there's some text on the screen. Run Dorothy Run, PSVR digital. The Station, PS4 digital. Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, PS4 digital retail. Digital retail, 223. I hear these games aren't that bad, the Sword Online series. Symmetry, PS4 digital. Tiles, PS4 digital.
They're running out of good names, I guess.
Swear, the next one is just like Orange, PS4 digital. And lastly, Xenon Valkyrie Plus, PS4 digital. And for music, we still have the Black Panther score. Oh, the original score, whereas last week it was the soundtrack. So these are the songs in the movie rather than just.
Have you
There
guys
was a
seen
Black
that movie?
Panther
No,
not
not
yet.
worth
I
it,
want
right?
to see it this week.
Funny enough, yeah, this is the weekend right after, and none of us have seen it yet.
Not gonna see
No,
it,
I am
so-
really excited for it. I just didn't have time this weekend, but I do want to see it either this week or next week.
Yeah, I plan on seeing it as well.
Marvel movies, they suck. It's okay.
And then
This
funny-
one's
shut up.
supposedly Black Panther got a way bigger budget than most Marvel movies.
Yeah, I was hearing that as well. And good timing on VOD. You could catch Thor Ragnarok, another Marvel movie, and The Disaster Artist. Great films.
I think we should just
What about
skip
Murder on
this.
the
We
Orient
don't need
Express?
this.
It takes an extra second. But yeah, and that is the news and the games.
Oh, you're gonna
All we
skip the
got.
big one? Really?
What?
Really?
I already closed the tab. Tell me.
NBA All-Star?
on PS View.
Come on, man. On the
Garbage.
View?
They don't
Oh, but
play.
that
They
happened,
play
though.
harder in Summer League. Give me a break.
That
All
hasn't
right.
happened. That happens today.
Yeah,
I'm saying
now
for
it is
the-
time for Best Friend Questions. So if you want to write in, give us questions for the episode, you can do that any point during the week. Go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends. Today we have 3 questions. First one comes from Avery McIntyre, and he says in all caps, "Where the fuck is Resistance, Sony? You need a shooter."
Remaster, maybe.
Insomniac is
A new one?
making
I don't think so.
Spider-Man. I mean, unless you put another studio on it, I don't see Resistance anytime soon. You could see a
Yeah.
remaster, yeah, maybe. Maybe that's Blue Point's next project. Maybe, probably not. I don't
They
see.
could.
I see Killzone coming back
Yeah,
before
they
Resistance.
should work
to
on
be honest.
CTR.
Yeah, I mean, we talked
Yeah,
about it last week. We don't. There's no studio that's not doing that. We don't know what they're doing, right? We
It
kind
would
of
be Blue
established
Point because they just shipped
Yeah.
Shadow of the
Got
Colossus.
remastered of it.
Yes, I don't think we're for a Resistance game. I don't know. I mean, I love the. You guys Resistance
What?
fans?
I never played one.
Didn't play a lot of them. I played Mercenary a little bit. I played 1 a little bit. Was always
Ooh.
more a Killzone guy.
Yes, I
What
caught
do
up
you
on
guys
it
think
right
it was,
before
though?
3.
If
really
it was
big fan.
like the first one got remastered.
The first one's cool, like design wise, story wise, gameplay wise. Even the weapons are really cool.
I like the Augur was dope. The one that was the gun that
Yes.
shot the shield out, right?
That shot through walls as well. Yeah.
Yep.
The guns are so
gun.
cool in that game. Each one had, like,
Because it was Insomniac. I mean,
and they're so good at
coming off of
doing-
a pedigree of the awesome weapons from Ratchet and Clank. It's like they just have such a they have such an eye
knack,
for
like, yeah.
or maybe not.
Yeah, they knew
like,
what to do.
So, but yeah,
But even
I
if-
see Killzone before Resistance coming back.
even if not Resistance, and that's a
I
good
mean,
question.
Killzone is
McIntyre,
coming. The next Killzone is coming.
You think they would do a new Killzone at this point?
Yeah.
We're far
Yeah.
removed from both franchises.
Yeah.
A new Killzone before a new Resistance.
Yep.
I think.
I
so.
think they're working on it already.
I
And
think
they're
they
going to announce
could,
it in E3.
They could God of War Resistance and do a reboot, like just call it Resistance or something. Because has been a game called Resistance.
or
It's
just call it Fall of Man.
Nah, I think
Nah.
that's
long?
like they would do that. Like a
That's like
company
if it
would
was
do
a
that.
movie franchise, they would do that.
A
But yeah, for a
movie
game, probably
franchise
not.
would do that. But if they just came out with a game called Resistance, and I would want Insomniac to be working on it though. I don't know. Maybe wait until Spider-Man's over and we'll get it in 5 years. I'm okay with that.
Probably not. Next
No,
question
they're not.
comes from Jake Jericho, and he asks, this is actually a good question. As a casual sports fan, I hear MLB The Show gets a lot of praise, but the game doesn't come out in the UK. Can any of you recommend it
Whoa.
enough that it's worth importing?
Yes.
Miguel says thumbs up.
Thumbs
I
up,
haven't,
dude.
I haven't
Every
played
year.
The Show in years and years and years. The last one I played was, honestly, maybe even PS2. I don't know if I ever played any on PS3, but they've always been consistently great. It's the only good baseball game there is.
There's a reason for it. Because they're so good, no one can get too close, dude. I mean, 2K tried, and the games that were coming out, they were okay.
No, but it's not a licensing type thing like how EA
Oh
is
no,
doing
the
the NFL.
See,
game.
they have a separate thing. The MLB has it open for anyone if they want to use it.
It's just Sony's. just
It's
gonna
not
do
like
it.
fucking
Like
the
NFL, they
that
exclusively give
it's
the
just
rights to
EA, and that's why we're getting fucking Madden
Garbage
games all
over
the time, and they sometimes suck.
Yeah. So Miguel says yes. I would
Yes,
say just on how the fact that I know the quality every year is so good and so consistently good, and they're always making it better. I'd
Yeah,
say
they
yes,
all-
but I would probably wait for the one coming out instead of importing last year's.
Obviously, they're gonna add more stuff to it, and I don't know.
Plus, Aaron Judge.
I'm sure you guys haven't seen any of the gameplay, the new gameplay.
I did see the trailer that ended off with Babe Ruth.
Yeah, that's like the new player they're adding this year.
Is he
that
a
you can play
playable
with.
character, or is he like a
Now you're gonna
Ultimate
be
Team.
able to
Probably
play
like
with
an ultimate team or whatever.
No,
their
hold on, Miguel.
ultimate
No,
team
Miguel
is.
says you could play as him now, which was really cool.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
awesome.
I'm saying. In like that ultimate team, it's not. What do you mean? Like,
Oh, I don't wait. I thought the Ultimate
do
Team
you
was
not
just
know
cards.
how baseball?
I don't know. I
works?
honestly, I don't really know how Ultimate Team works.
I mean, you could play it.
you can play as the
You
characters.
can play the games. Yeah, when you
Okay,
have a
yeah.
card, you're
Ultimate
able
team
to
is
play
you
it.
have a card, and then when you have that card, you put them into your team. It's like that with
And you
FIFA,
play.
Madden,
Word. Did not know. this.
NBA. I mean, it's not Ultimate Team in NBA. It's the same shit though.
Um,
But yeah, so
the-
Miguel and I both
The
would
Ultimate Team
recommend
on that and MLB doesn't work that well, in my opinion. Because it's the rating for the players in baseball. It's like if you're good on hitting the fucking timing when to hit the ball,
Oh, interesting.
it's different how it works between like a basketball game or an NFL game.
Yeah, I
'Cause
feel like
it's
there's
mostly
less. I feel like
timing.
there's less metrics to. Yeah, I don't know.
So you're saying it's
But
more
if you can
reliant
get it
on
for
the
a
player still.
yeah, if you
It's
can get it
more
for a
reliant
reasonable
on,
price,
yeah, you timing your
Interesting.
pitch or your hit.
But
Jake,
yeah,
if you can get it for a reasonable price, I'd say import it. If it's going to be $30, $40, $50 more than MSRP in America, don't bother. But yeah, if you can get it for about the same or even $10, $15 more, I'd say give it a shot and then see how you like it this year.
gonna
And then
be
if you
great,
don't
I
like
get
it next year, just keep playing this year. So, but if you're into baseball, go for it.
If you're into baseball and you want it, I'll say get it, and then I get it every other year because they don't change that much
a good point.
year after year. So if you haven't played any,
yeah.
hopefully you jump in it if it's reasonable price. Yeah,
Well, I
get
bet
it.
if he doesn't have him even in the past couple of years version, he could probably get this year's version or last year's version. I'm saying like the 17. I'm like,
Nah, we get 18.
I
Get
wonder
18.
if he's able to get it. Like I don't know how his
A lot of roster
internet
moves this
is,
year. Get 18.
but get it if
Oh,
is
on
it
the
even
I think
on
you
the
can,
PSN store?
Yeah, I mean,
He's saying it doesn't
I
come
don't
out in
think
that
it's-
region, so he might maybe do that region trick thing, but I feel like it's a pain in the ass. Just import MLB the show 18. I would do it.
Because you
I'd
can
say
get
go for it.
17
Unless,
for like $20 right now at the store.
Yeah.
if you don't care about current rosters, obviously go with 17. But if you do
I
care,
mean, you could
'cause
update
there's a lot
it
of
and still
moves.
updates.
I don't know. We're talking really long about this. General
yeah,
consensus.
next
It's
yeah,
up.
go
sports,
for it.
bro. Come on, man.
And then last question comes from Nathaniel Hicks, great friend of the show. What are some gaming horror stories you've experienced? I.e. situations you weren't expecting in game, where whole console crashes, things like that. Funnily enough, didn't happen to me, happened to my best friend. The night Mass Effect 3 came out, him and I went to the midnight release. Him and I were huge Mass Effect fans, and so we were so excited to get it. And we both got home. We both we were gonna race against each other to see who could beat it first. And I got home, I popped my disc in, I'm like, it installs, I'm on 360. And then I jump in, and I'm like, dude, this intro is amazing, how far are you? And he's like, I put the disc in, and my hard drive crashed, and I just lost my 200-hour save of Skyrim. And I'm like, I literally just had this face, I was like I couldn't say, I'm like, dude, you didn't back it up to the cloud? He's like, no, I didn't back up my Skyrim save to the cloud. He lost a 200-hour save of Skyrim, he lost everything. So that was a nightmare for him. I don't know.
So
You guys got any
demoralizing.
crazy stories?
Yeah, for me it was as a kid. It must have been 10 or so. Going downstairs, popping in Smash Bros, and seeing none of my unlocked characters there. I go, Richie, my older brother. Well, what happened? Oh yeah, I had to erase the memory card because I got NBA Live and it needed more space. And I'm like, what the? He deleted every save file on our GameCube memory card. So all
That's
the Mario,
so many
all the
hours of
Mario
Smash.
Party mini games, all Mario Kart Double Dash tracks, all my everything
It's actually
I
okay.
had,
So there's
gone.
I forgot that era PS2. I was at the second to last mission of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and I come home one day. I pop it in, and the memory card. I go to load my game, and it says memory card corrupted. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I take the disc out. I go into the system memory thing, whatever. You can look at your memory card, and all my games are corrupted. I turned to my brother. I was like, dude, what the fuck did you do? And I don't even know to this day. I don't know what happened. I'm guessing he pulled it out while it was saving something.
Don't touch memory card.
And so
Says right there.
to this day,
Saving.
I've never
Don't touch
beaten
memory card.
I've never beaten
caps.
GTA Vice City because of the fact that I just haven't wanted to replay all the way through again because I was literally at the second to last mission and it was corrupted. So.
Dude, I don't think I ever unlocked
Terrible,
Mr.
terrible.
Game & Watch again after that. Straight up. But yeah, Miguel, anything?
I'm thinking, and honestly, the only it's not even horror, but well, there's actually two, I guess. They're not even horror, but the first one, really quick, is when my PS1 modded. After I modded it, it stopped working. That one kind of sucked. I was playing PES, the Pro Evolution Soccer, like 11. It was called Winning 11 or something like that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot.
I remember that.
And I was playing that and it just fucking died on me. I was like, what the fuck?
In the middle of playing.
In the middle of playing, like
It just never turned back on again.
Yeah, and that was it. I was like, oh, well. And probably the second one is me getting so mad and breaking controllers and then having to tell my dad or my mom, like, hey, I need another one.
Nice.
And they're just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
again?
okay.
Bam!
Here's another
And
good
smack
one
it.
along that lines. A long time ago, I got really, really pissed at my ex-girlfriend because she was being an asshole. And I threw my phone. Threw my phone on my bed. And it hit the exact corner of my Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker Limited Edition PSP, and just totally destroyed the LED.
Ooh.
So I ended up like 10 minutes later, I was like, "Fuck this!" and I ordered a replacement LED, and it was a whole big project. So I ended up fixing it myself. But I was so fucking angry. I mean, like I said, this was like 10 years ago, something like that. But I was so fucking pissed. I couldn't believe it. So those are our gaming horror stories.
I guess
now
really
it is
anytime you lose saves is so big, you know? Like, that's like the most valuable thing to gamers, saves.
I'm thinking of something like a
Thank God for cloud
gaming
saves.
save that I lost, and I don't have any, honestly.
Yeah, I think I told them once I lost all my Street Pass data when I had to send my 3DS back into Nintendo. And I was like, dude, that was years of bringing it to so many places, you know? But
You live in New York, walk around for an hour, and you replace all of it. So now that was our gaming horror stories. And again, if you want to send us any questions for the episode at any point during any time of the week, we usually will request them on Saturdays, but you can let us know whenever they come to mind. Hit us up again. That is facebook.com/groups/psbestfriends. Now it is time for Video Game 20 questions, and you two can convene now. Let me pull up my little tally mark app.
All right, let's start off with the same classic, surefire question.
And I have the Wikipedia page up now so that I will not be confused on any questions you may ask.
Did it come out before the PlayStation 4 launch?
Yes.
Okay, wait. What was the question again?
Nice. The same question we've been doing for weeks now, Miguel. Is it exclusive to one? Oh, there's so many questions. Is it exclusive to one box? No. Is it exclusive to one?
The fuck you, man! You're trying to make it more difficult than it should be.
That's what you say. Go.
Yeah.
What was the first question? I forgot.
Oh, did it come
what
out
was the
before
answer?
PS4 launched? Yes, I think you said right.
Before?
It came out before the PS4 launched.
Before, okay. I don't know why you keep asking that question. That does not help.
It separates.
It helps determine next gen or current gen.
Yeah,
because
errors.
That
I
eliminates
guess.
the Xbox One as well, because Xbox One came out after PS4.
Uh-huh.
I guess. So it was no, right?
So
Yes,
it
it
did
did
come
come.
out. It
We're
came
talking
out
old
before the
game
PS4.
then.
All right. So the
Old
second
game,
question
okay.
was:
Is it exclusive to a system?
are you asking, did it launch exclusive to a system?
That's a
Oh, nice.
dumb question.
I think it's a good question.
No, it wasn't. Not right now.
Yeah, I guess not right now. That's a good point. Let's say it's still exclusive. Yeah, it was forever an exclusive to one platform.
It was not.
Not exclusive.
So it was probably it started probably exclusive the way he answered that
probably.
question. Okay, we need to get to what platforms first before you start asking other questions. We gotta separate the PS3 era and the PS2 era.
Good question. Good point.
We gotta figure out a question for that.
The bitch about that is why it's so hard to figure out.
Yeah, because I could come out on
And don't
the
forget,
game
this
came
is
out
not
on the
only
PS3.
PlayStation exclusive games.
What's that?
It doesn't have to be a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, I know, but I'm just looking at the era.
Okay.
That it came out on the era of the PS3, 360, Wii U, or it's the Wii.
It'll be the
Wii.
Wii, but it did not
Okay.
come out on that generation.
I'm talking
So it's
even
even
It
earlier.
did not launch in that generation.
Oh, interesting.
So it's older then.
Yes,
Okay.
now we're talking 1 or 2, or even if you go back to the 80s. To be honest.
Yeah.
So let's separate. Did it come out? Let's go just quick retro games. Did it come out after the PS1 launch?
Yes.
So it's between that period of time. So we separated the PS1 era.
No, we
like-
didn't. We're still fucking. Wait, it came out before the PS1 launch.
No, it
We
came
said
out
no?
after the PlayStation 1 launch.
After.
Oh, what did we?
So it's between the PS1.
And the PS4.
No,
Not-
Come on, I need a question.
PS3.
and
So it's between the PS1 and PS2 era.
why did we canceled out the PS? Oh, we asked did it come
Yeah,
out?
I asked,
Oh,
I
yes,
asked, just
yeah,
asked.
Okay, I
If it-
forgot.
Come on, bro.
So it's
Come
a
on,
one,
man.
It's a 1 or 2 game.
Yeah.
Did it come
It
out?
came out on the PS2 era.
Yeah. No, did it
Yes.
come out on PS2? It did.
Yes. Hold
Yes,
on. What's
okay.
the question?
So
What
we
is
got-
it? Did it come out on PS2? Or did it
PS2,
come out in the
PS2
PS2 era?
Oh,
But the
PS2
era
era.
or the console?
you're such an idiot. Whatever. Because that
No,
means
did
it could have come out on Xbox. If you're saying the era.
Are you asking was it a PS2 exclusive or
I
was
was asking.
No,
Is
I'm
it
not
that
saying
era of
PS2
P-
exclusive. I'm just
Okay,
saying
fine,
era.
fine.
That's
Era.
what I'm
PS2
just
era.
clarifying.
Okay, we'll stick
so
with
you're
that
saying
one.
the
Okay.
era. It was the PlayStation 2
I said
era.
era
Yes.
since the
Okay,
beginning.
PlayStation 2
okay.
era. Yes. Next question.
I got to be PS2, Xbox.
So it's
or
PS2,
GameCube.
Xbox, GameCube, game.
GameCube, yeah.
Should we? So it wasn't exclusive, right? According to Anthony.
No,
Most
but
likely at
it
the beginning.
seems based on his correction that it's probably launch exclusive.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Oh,
Yeah. Is it in a horror? Yeah. Is it in a
It's
horror?
in a horror
genre?
game.
Is it a horror game?
It is not a horror game.
Fuck.
that was a good one though.
Yeah, I know
That
because
one.
that would have
That was
got
a good one.
hit
That
it.
was a good one.
So not a horror game we talking.
Should we shooter or action game?
The thing is about shooters, there weren't really that many shooters at the time.
True.
First person. There are a couple, but
RPG.
yeah. Yeah, I guess RPG. Good question. Was it
is it-
RPG, Western or Japanese? Any type of RPG? Would it
No.
be defined normally as one? Okay,
No.
not an RPG.
No, it would not be defined as an RPG.
How many questions we at? You count?
You are at 7 questions.
Damn. All right, we're going up. Non-RPG, PS2, Xbox. Is it part of a ongoing franchise that we have seen in? I don't know. Yeah,
Is the game part of a franchise?
No.
Ooh, singular title. All right, stand by your word, and it is a tough game. It's not part of a franchise. It's a one-off game. Interesting. Not even like A Beautiful Joe would be part of that.
Okay. We need to figure out what
Okay. Was it a
if it's-
launch title for its whatever it was launched on originally?
Was it a launch title? That's what you
Yeah.
mean. For a console, for
for
a
its-
specific console.
And I'll allow
It
launch
was not.
month. You know,
No,
it was
it
not
was-
even
No, it was not a launch title for whatever console it came out on.
because that would have been tough. I don't even know
Exclusive.
launch titles.
Okay.
Not a launch title, not an RPG, not a horror. Is it a or has, I guess, because I would say the Jack and Daxter games have heavy platformer. Is it like
It's
Is
a
it-
platformer.
yeah? Does it have platformer like have majority platform? You know what I'm saying?
This game would not be considered a platformer.
Not even a platformer.
And that is
Not
10.
even a platformer. Fuck,
Do you
yo.
shoot?
I would say no. I would say no.
Really?
no
You would say
no
no. Yeah, and you thought about
projectiles.
that one. Wow. Okay. That's fucking interesting.
Oh wow, we're gonna get stumped. We're so fucked.
Yeah, we are.
Not a shooter at all. Not a platformer. Is this like chess on the
Hey, you
GameCube
don't
or some
shoot.
shit?
We still need to figure out what the game what. 'Cause this
Got
is not a
11.
shooter. It's not horror. It's not a platformer.
I
It's
think
not
I
an
might have stumped
RPG.
you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's get it. Was it published? This is going to be a couple questions if I get it wrong. But was it published by EA?
No.
I want to say was it published by Activision? Should I go?
Okay, wait. Wait before you answer that.
Square Enix.
You had a question asked.
Could've
I
been
think it's. We need to. Should we ask better if it was published by an American company? Or a foreign company?
Yeah, sure. Was it published by an American publisher? Not developer, publisher.
Wait, publisher?
Publisher.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the fact checker real quick.
But then
Publisher,
If it's-
yes. Publisher
Yes.
was American, yes.
American publisher.
Okay, so we got Activision. You already ruled out EA, I guess.
Yeah.
Activision.
We're at 14 questions, so you are...
And if it's not exclusive, it wouldn't have been published by. It can't be published by Microsoft or PlayStation
No.
or Nintendo.
I mean, PlayStation Japanese, so
Yeah. And there's no Microsoft games that go to other platforms. Unless...
what other what am I missing? Is Ubisoft? Ubisoft's not US, right?
Ubisoft is French.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, what the
Should
fuck?
we just?
Is it what the fuck's an indie title? Is it a THQ game?
Oh, that's another one that we forgot.
But THQ makes games and franchises. Or do they?
I think I might have you on this one. Come on.
Should I ask if it's THQ? What a stupid fucking...
Ask a
It's,
question.
No,
it's if it's THQ, yeah, it would be a SpongeBob
Come on, I need a
game or
question.
something.
Relax, bro.
Is it okay, was it critically well received? That doesn't really help us.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It's critically well received, so we're talking good games. I can't believe it's no franchise. That's crazy because and no franchise and being stuck in the early 2000s is just like that's such a obscure list of
You are at
games.
15 questions now. So you have 4 more questions before you have to guess the game.
Oh wow. Is it on handheld?
No.
Ooh.
Get rid
I
of all
think it's
those
gonna be
weird,
like a-
terrible DS games.
It's gonna
you
be
used
like
to
a racer or fighting game.
What a God Hand or something stupid like that. No, but that would be made by Ubisoft or no, I think it was made by Peter Molyneux. It can't be.
Is the publisher Activision?
Is Activision the publisher?
Yeah.
That's a question? No.
Yeah. Yeah, we're fucking fucked.
17
Wow.
questions. 2 more
17.
before you got to guess.
Damn it. I don't even. Where is there voice acting in the game?
Yes.
Oh,
Can it be? No, you shoot though. I was gonna say GTA, but
franchise.
You
There's
shoot,
so many against that one.
Yeah, I fucking blanked out, bro. My bad.
I don't even have any like ideas to go on. I can
Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh shit! Is it?
But that's
I-
exclusive.
no.
Fuck.
And it's Japanese.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hold on.
What?
With the exclusive thing, what was the question? The question was, did it launch on one console, right?
Yeah.
That was the extent of the
There were
questions.
2 of them. There were still one. The first one was it exclusive, and you said no, like at all. But you thought about it, and then the second question was it exclusive to one console at the
Did it
beginning?
launch? Did it launch?
Yeah,
on-
like-
It was a
launch
launch.
car.
It was a launch exclusive. Yes.
Ah. Can
Wait.
we go back to the?
It was a launch
to-
exclusive.
You said, did it
and you
launch?
said-
Did you launch? Did it launch on one console? I said yes.
Oh,
That was the question.
Did
You
he say
asked, did
yes?
it launch
I
on
said
one
no.
console? I said
I 100% recall.
I
you saying
heard-
no. I
heard no.
said no. Okay,
we
we'll
got
play
to-
the tape back. You said, did it launch on one console? And I said yes.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure you said no to that one.
You said no.
Yeah. All right, we'll back the taste, but hold on. It's launch exclusive to a thing.
It's Microsoft then, probably.
Yeah, right. Okay, now with this new information, did it launch on Xbox?
Well, you only have one question left. Are you sure you want to ask that?
I mean, you fucked us.
Yeah, you definitely.
You said
fucked
no.
us. You
I mean, we
definitely
could
fucked-
check later on the
So
recording.
no, it
which-
did not. No, it was not on Xbox. So you have one. You got to guess the game.
It could be franchise.
I specified. I said. Are you asking?
You
did
could
it
go
launch
check
on one
on the
console?
recording later, bro. And you'd see. You said no to
I
the question.
give me a fucking Xbox launch title. Oh, that stupid puzzle game.
I just said it was
he
not on
said
Xbox.
no
Oh, he said no to Xbox.
to Xbox.
So it's a third-party launch exclusive for
Like the game was launched. Like the game launched as an exclusive. It wasn't a launch exclusive to the console. Like I said, it wasn't. It didn't launch when whatever console it was on launched.
Oh, because
The launch of the game was exclusive.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
So,
Then he,
don't tell me I was lying.
yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Because you did say it didn't launch with the console. You gave no to that one. Now
That's
if you're
yes.
saying-
It did not
Okay.
launch at the launch of a console.
Okay.
When the game
So,
first came out,
so
it
what
was
you
on
just
one
clarified that
console.
we were just bugging was that you said yes to it launch exclusively. Yeah, I don't know. Miguel, you have any things? Kamiko. No.
Honestly, no, dude.
You give up?
I'm gonna go with Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic
That's
Adventure
part of
2.
exclusive. That's
Fuck,
part of a
yeah, it's part of
franchise, bro.
franchise.
All right. So you guys
Pikmin, I don't
officially
fucking
give
know.
up.
Wait, I want to get one more in. What was a weird? I don't even know. Some Capcom shit. God Hand is a God Hand.
That is 20
mean,
questions.
Fuck.
Released October 17th,
Probably a fucking
2006
MMO.
for the PlayStation 2, published by Rockstar Games, developed by Rockstar
Fucking
Rockstar.
Vancouver. Bully.
Bully, okay.
Oh, you shit, bully.
See,
when
when I
Miguel said
asked
Rockstar, when Miguel
GTA,
said
I
GTA, I was like, ooh.
I
get
should have
close.
asked the fucking Rockstar, but I freaking...
Yeah,
When he
the
said
Activision-
GTA, I
yeah,
was like, fuck, they got 2
Rockstar,
questions left, they're
fuck.
gonna get it. It was
I
published
forgot
by
about Rockstar until
published
say
by
GTA.
Rockstar Games, which is American, but developed
You totally
by Rockstar
shoot
Vancouver.
though. You totally shoot. You slingshot.
But I didn't want to throw you off and think it was a shooter. Because
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
the
that's
slingshot you use every once in a while, but it's mostly punching.
I blame myself. I should have had that. Damn.
Bully came out in 2006 for the PlayStation 2. It was re-released for 360, PS3.
We need to figure... Yeah, Jeffrey?
Was that
We
PS3?
need to
Oh,
figure
no,
out
360
a
and
better
Wii.
way to answer questions.
And then PS4 this cycle.
To ask questions, my bad.
Because the thing is, when you're asking the questions,
over
you
the
start
place.
like focusing on just a few games, and like
Yeah.
your whole breadth of knowledge of different titles goes like out the fucking door. Now you're only focusing on
Like
like
certain a couple games
yeah,
that you
and the games that like
mind.
he says no to. So like, all right, like is it a hard game? No, but now all I'm thinking is horror games. You know.
So we
all right,
finally stumped the guys. Miguel has finally suffered an L on PS Best Friends.
We'll come back next week.
We'll see.
I don't like
I'm
this
gonna-
20 questions thing.
That was a good game, though, right? It was good? After giving you a couple
no,
weeks
I
off.
don't like it.
Let us know if you like the game.
We should go back to the
our
other game.
Twitter and Facebook.
I like this one more.
Nah, I don't.
This has been PS Best Friends episode 40. For any questions, comments, and concerns, you can email us psbestfriendspod@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter at PSBF Podcast. Again, you can jump in the Facebook group, ask us questions, and come hang out. All that good stuff. And that is facebook.com/groups/PSBestFriends. And Miguel, where can people find you?
And also, people can find us on our Discord, which is on the Facebook group, our description for our group. Come in that. That's a chill group. We got about 10 people, more or less, in there right now, just shooting the shit, talking what games we're playing. Very cool Discord channel if you're into that.
And it's mostly you two guys, because like I put in there, I'm too old for this
No,
shit.
we get Six Sticks in there. We get
He meant out of the three of
Like
us.
from us three.
Oh,
I
oh,
mean,
oh.
that's what I mean.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just another step, dude. I just like can't deal with that.
So yeah, where can
too
people
much,
find you,
man.
Miguel?
PlayStation Network, Dark Angel, 1010. Play some Call of Duty. Ghost.
A
Or
5-year-old
Fortnite.
game. You can find me
Or
PSN,
Fortnite, yeah.
Brawl96, or Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, Mr. Brawl96.
And you can find me on PSN, Xbox Live, Steam, all that good stuff. The only X188, that is one spelled out, and the number's 88. You can find me on Twitter at Anthony Palm. And again, please don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on your podcast app of choice. It really is going to be a huge help to us, guys. It's going to get us noticed, which is going to get more viewers, which is going to get more people in the groups, which is going to expand everything. We would really, really appreciate that. And also, if you can go check us out on YouTube, just search for PS Best Friends on YouTube. We have some new series going up. The one-on-ones we're going to do just kind of as they come up. We're not going to make those a regular thing. But we are going to be doing a weekly series called Peanut Gallery, and that's going to be one person playing. The other two hosts are going to be kind of shooting the shit over the top, watching them play. If it's the case of Jeffrey playing a game, Miguel and I are probably going to be talking shit about how bad he is. If it's Miguel playing, we're going to be like, oh my god, look at how good Miguel is. He's playing Ghosts. So go check that series out. It's going to be a fun series. That should be weekly. And thanks again for listening. This has been PS Best Friends episode 40. We will catch you all next week.
Peace.